Alright, welcome back everybody. This is third edition for F2P free-to-play player all the way to T4 account. Today is November 6, 2019. Most likely it's when the video gets released, it's going to be October's of 2020. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping track of a year worth of progress for a pure free-to-play decently active player. See how far you can actually get without spending any money. Okay, so here we go. This is our third edition. Now I'm already logged into the account right now, and I am at about 927,000 might and VIP 8. Let's see how long we've been around now. So I've been playing for about 19 days consecutively, and this is how I'm going to keep track of it. So any new players or anybody who's F2P, I'm assuming what I'm doing right here is pretty normal. So let's keep track of it. Now anyway, I am in a F_F guild, and I haven't been involved with a lot of the guild activity just because I'm not big enough, and as you can see, I'm just starting to go build level 14 castle, and I'm trying to finish level 15 castle before Guild Fest is over so I can participate in Guild Fest. So with Guild Fest, as long as you can get started before or get level 15 before it ends, you can actually participate. So I'm trying to do that right now, and as you can see, I still haven't done any purchases because I haven't yet to cash in the first purchase bonus, and I am trying to maintain this pure F2P without any help from outside. It is tough, I will tell you that. I'm actually used to seeing my castles go up in might pretty fast, and I have several that I have or I've made so far up to date, but this one is definitely one of the harder ones that I'm making. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Now this particular section, I'm getting decent amount of gifts for the guild just because I got lucky, and we're not even by the base. We're actually, if you can see, my castle is way out here, which means we actually started out as not that strong of a guild, but luckily the guild I got into, the Overload, are R5, and a few of the R4s in here actually have experience, so which is a good thing. And I promise you that I didn't know them beforehand. I just got in here and happened to get lucky, and they were spenders. So I got decent amount of gifts since I've been in. Now, one bad thing about being in a good guild like this, or big guild, if you don't keep up with the growth, you may be finding your way out to the second or their sister guild or smaller guild of their family alliance, just because you don't you don't have what they need. And I've been here since day one. Now you can see the Overload, which is R5, has 130 mil compared to my barely 900,000 might. So about 100 times difference there. So I'm trying to keep up. I'm definitely trying to push to C17 as fast as I can, so I can get my T3 account or T3 open, so that way I can help him during War of Wonders and things like that, and on rallies. But at this point, I don't have anything. My immediate goal is to get to C15. Okay, so let's see. So anyway, I'm C13 right now, level player level 29. And reason why I'm not moving up as fast as I should is because I still have not cashed in any turf quest, which is ultimately, yes, it does give you experience, but it becomes an empty might at the end, and that could really potentially hurt your castle later down the road, especially when you're filled with like 15 million might of that turf quest. What's going to ultimately happen is you're going to be 15 million. You're going to be carrying around 15 million additional might that really isn't necessary, and that could keep you from moving or migrating to different kingdoms all the time, or make it harder for you. And then also, if you're ever deciding to trap anybody, you got 15 extra million might. That's well, on the average, that's really not good. You want to look as small as you can as a trap, or even T4. You want to, I've seen so many people out there with 150 million might and still T3 and so on. I like to get my T4 right around 100 million. That's what I like to see most players do. And once you reach 100 mil, you should be right around T4 or getting ready to open your T4 anyway. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Still free to play. And I don't have any shield on because I'm trying to save it. I'm able to definitely shelter all my troops. My troop count is mostly T2 at this point. And right now I'm at 48,000 troops. And you can see I'm evenly spreading out T2. My ultimate plan at the end is going T4 with this particular account, and that's why we made this account, to see how long it would take T4 to open as a F2P player in a regular guild. So I'm building all my T2s right now just so that they'll still be useful later down the road. I don't want to make a bunch of T1s and end up having to dismiss them later on. Okay, and usually, how many days were we in? 19? 19 days in, I would have already cracked this guy open with no issue. I would have already been, I don't know, 20-30 million, but since we're not there, and I can probably open this up with the troops that I have, but my plan is I want to keep as many troops as possible without getting them into red by trying to clear that. So I will wait till I get about maybe 30-40,000 of each troop type, because I plan on attacking that skirmish with first run. I'm probably gonna attack them with just pure calves and 10,000 siege, I believe. Anyway, you can see that we are currently overlords for another couple of days. It is nice, but those are not my true stats. Here you can see that I all of a sudden got like 20% on top for calves here, as well as HP cav and probably defense. Those are coming from the forts. Okay, so level 29, still unclear on skirmish 8. Now I still have equipment wise, I don't have much forged. I am forging whatever I can, but like this particular one I can't, just because I don't have enough gold to forge it, these two equipment. And I'm not too worried about it just yet because I'm not near level 40, 45 yet. So my first goal obviously is to get to 35 to open up a couple of others and then eventually 40, 45 and whatever. A couple of jewels I picked up. I don't know where I picked them up. I believe probably through quests. And if I can get lucky and get C15 within a couple of days, maybe I'll be able to pick up a few more through gifts on Guildfest. Now, Coliseum, I am collecting not much, 20 every 3 hours, and I'm having a hard time moving up um, just because of my player level. So, as far as the rank and grade, I'm ahead of the curve or close to it. It's just they're all at 32 and 33 player level while I'm at 29, and I'm actually losing a lot of these fights. But I still fight them just because I know it adds up to my EXP. Now let's go on to heroes. As far as my hero go, you see I have Sage covering as the leader, and reason why is because I'm not planning on fighting. I'm not in war talent. I don't have enough troops to fight, and I need like Oath or anybody that's worthy of being the lead on the castle wall. I actually need them out without getting captured, so that way I can use them for Coliseum or stages or even for monster hunting. So that's why I have them out, and Sage is actually inside the shelter because I don't really need Sage. I don't planning on upgrading Sage. Yes, it does give construction boost, but I do not want to waste all of that Braveheart or anything of that nature on Sage to pick up a little bit of construction boost. I'll mainly probably focus on my heroes for the wall or Coliseum or monster hunting. Those three are the type of heroes that I'm going to focus on upgrading right away. But most likely, I will take certain ones to blue and that's it. Like Prima Donna, I will probably take her to blue and that's about it. And the ones that will go onto my wall, like Snow Queen, Bomb and Goblin, Oathkeeper, Rose, and Demon, I will take them. Those are the first 5 that I will take to gold. Okay, so that's that. As far as the research wise, I know we're going after T4, so I can do economy freely without any hesitation because we have to get this to all to level 10. So I am doing these as well as military whenever I can. So even though I'm castle level 13, I'm almost near max point for the researches. Now at this point, I am not planning on doing any defense, and I'm probably not going to do it in the future. Neither this defense 2 I'm not going to do. Upgrade, I already did gathering priority. I will open up, I believe, as far as quick swap 2 possibly. I probably won't be going after big army 1. And reason why is I want to focus everything onto military. We know as T4 players out there, you know how long it takes, even as a P2P or pay to player, that it does take a while for a T4 to open. So I will be focusing most of mine on economy and military and possibly familiars when I open those up. Those 3 are the first researches that I will get done. Monster, we will have to put it on back burner, and I don't know how far I will get done in monster wise. I may just compensate this with monster gear and try to I don't need to be number one monster hunter or the quickest or the strongest hitter monster hunter out there. What this particular account I'm trying to create is a very low might T4 account. And again, we're doing this just to see how long it takes, okay? That's our main purpose, to see how long it takes. And hopefully by the time this video is released that we are done with T4, or we're really close to it. Okay, so I think that is about it. These side buildings I'm not going to upgrade just yet. Again, I'm focusing on C17. Once I get to 17 and open up T3, I will probably level these out because I'm planning on fighting to a certain extent. I don't want to shield up all the way to T4 on this account. So, okay. Thanks again, and I appreciate you guys watching or tuning in, and I will see you on the next update. Thanks a lot.